So we provide working capital to small consumer brands. Anything you see on the shelf, anything you buy on e-commerce, we provide working capital to help those brands scale.
As Money 2020 Europe is underway in Amsterdam, company founders and executives from all across the globe are taking the main stage and various stages here throughout to talk about how they are scaling their businesses, adopting new technology, and of course, innovating for the future. Well, I'm pleased now to be joined at the Stock Exchange's studio on site in Amsterdam by Aidan Corbett. He's the CEO of Wayflyer. Aidan, welcome.
Thanks for having me.
What brings you to Money 2020 this year?
Well, I'm speaking at the conference on Thursday, but we're also very keen to speak with investors and also check out some of the new technologies that are coming into the market at the moment. So it's a great chance to meet with vendors, investors, and also speak to the whole community.
What is your specific discussion about on stage?
We're looking at the challenges that happen when you're growing from 10 million to 100 million in revenue. A lot of discussions today happen at the early stages. How do you find product market fit? There's a whole different set of challenges once you've got some traction and then you need to scale. So we'll be talking about that a lot on Thursday.
We've seen and met many international leaders here at this particular event in Europe. What trends are you seeing when it comes to international business today?
So we're quite exposed to tariffs right now because our business provides working capital to e-commerce merchants. What we're actually seeing is those merchants are proving really resilient in a period of a lot of uncertainty. And we've been really impressed with how well they've planned for it and how they're working with their suppliers to get through this turbulent time. However, we are also seeing people holding off on making major decisions. And so for most of the next 3 months, we're going to be hoping that people really get through this uncertainty, particularly as we hit a peak period in Q4.
What more can you share about your business model and the service that you provide in the market?
So we provide working capital to small consumer brands. Anything you see on the shelf, anything you buy on e-commerce, we provide working capital to help those brands scale. Working capital is a really difficult challenge for these brands because they have to pay money for inventory far in advance of when they generate revenue. But when they take off, they can scale incredibly quickly. And our product helps them do that.
Yeah. How is it providing flexible tools for some of these business owners that do need to be able to adapt in this very dynamic environment?
The big differentiator is speed. So when a customer signs up to Wayflyer, they can access hundreds of thousands of dollars within 24 hours. And sometimes that's what's needed. If they receive a purchase order from Walmart, if they see a huge spike from a TV placement, they need to be able to react really quickly. They're also very busy. They're normally doing at least 4 jobs. So what we want to do is provide as much speed and as much service as possible using technology and automation to underwrite them really quickly and give them an offer that can help them scale.
How does embedded finance come into that process?
So embedded finance is really the way in which you can automate a lot of that underwriting process and automate a lot of the processes that would typically have happened in the back office. What it also allows you to do is meet the customer in different locations. So you can embed finance in different products or in different marketplaces that again eliminates friction.
Interesting. Now, of course, as your company scales, what are your own ambitions for Wayflyer ahead?
So today we have deployed about $5 billion to companies all over the world, and within the US that's about $3 billion. We're hoping to scale that dramatically over the next couple of years because we've really only scratched the surface of the total addressable market that we have.
Interesting. Of course, you do have European roots.
We do.
We're in Europe. What more can you share on that front?
So we're based in Dublin. Having said that, we're a little unusual for a European startup in that most of our customers are actually in the US. So today we're about 65% US. We have offices in New York. We're opening a new office in Charlotte. We also have an office in Sydney and an office in London. So very much a global company, but headquartered in Dublin.
And if someone is watching this interview and they want to start using Wayflyer, what's the best way to do that?
Wayflyer.com, create an account, connect up your data sources in a few minutes, and hopefully we can get you an offer.
All right, Aidan Corbett joining me here in Amsterdam. Aidan, thank you so much.
Thanks so much. Thank you.